This timeline maps out the impending sequence of the Second Coming, an event divided into two distinct chronological phases. In the first phase, Jesus arrives in the air, appearing in clouds to gather his believers. This rescue protects the church from 7 years of tribulation that will soon overtake the world. The second phase involves a physical return to earth. Here, Jesus acts as a militant commander to defeat the wicked and issue judgment on those who rejected him. We have a precise blueprint for these mechanics, but a total blind spot regarding the timing. No one knows when this sequence begins. Jesus compared his arrival to a thief in the night, or a master returning to his estate at an unpredictable hour. He could arrive in the evening, or at midnight, or at the crack of dawn. Because of this uncertainty, Jesus issued a strict command to all his followers in Mark 13:37. He told them, "Watch." This ancient papyrus fragment contains the original Greek root word for that command, gregoreo. Gregoreo is an emphatic imperative, a direct order from a commanding authority. Across the Gospels, Jesus issues this exact command 14 times. Jesus demands that we watch, but the specific actions behind that command require a closer look at his own behavior during a moment of crisis. This vintage photograph of the Mount of Olives establishes a saying where Jesus demonstrated exactly what he meant by the word gregoreo. In the nearby Garden of Gethsemane, while under extreme emotional weight, Jesus issued the command to his closest disciples, "Stay here and watch with me." Instead of following the order, the disciples succumbed to physical exhaustion and fell asleep. Because the disciples failed to watch, they were caught entirely off guard. When the crevasse struck moments later, they panicked and fled. While the disciples rested, Jesus was engaged in a very different kind of activity. He separated himself and entered a state of agony, praying with such intensity that his sweat fell to the soil like heavy drops of blood. His prayer was a grueling internal battle. He was systematically submitting his human will entirely to the Father's will to prepare for the cross. Through this example, Jesus reveals gregoreo as a state of rigorous spiritual preparation and intense focused prayer. This definition reappears in the book of Revelation, marking the final time Jesus uses the word gregoreo in the Bible. He warns, "Behold, I am coming as a thief. Blessed is he who watches and keeps his garments." This metaphor focuses on moral preservation. Scripture uses the condition of the fabric, its spots, wrinkles, and holes, to illustrate character. Watching involves removing every spot and moral failure from our lives, purifying our character before the Master returns. Jesus practiced this his entire life, scrutinizing his own human nature so closely that he never sinned. He demands that same vigilance from us. Maintaining this state of readiness is serious, immediate daily business. True preparation requires looking inward at your own spiritual readiness and your prayer life, rather than just searching the news for external signs. A life of active moral purity ensures that when the Master suddenly returns, you are not found sleeping.